Today marks 40 years since Johnny Gosch went missing. The 12-year-old boy on his paper route vanished. All of that left behind wagon and a few newspapers. It's one of the most prolific cold cases in American history. KCCI Scott Carpenter live where Gosch went missing at 42nd and Marquardt for us tonight. Scott.
Yeah, James, this is the spot. It's the last confirmed sighting of Johnny Gosch. Now, although this suburban street looks like many others across the country, those who live here will tell you it's quite different.
You really can't fathom what happened or who did it.
40 years since Johnny Gosch went missing, and there are more questions than answers.
They found his wagon in this driveway.
Neil Batke moved into this house 8 years ago. He says it's shocking that a 12-year-old boy can just disappear. All they have is theories as to what happened to Johnny.
I think he's alive. I think he's, whether good or ill, he's living his life.
So this particular case, it is still open and active at this time.
Sergeant Jason Heitz with West Des Moines Police says officers are still working this case and the public is still calling in with tips.
It's probably one of the most nationally recognized cold cases out there.
Although Sergeant Heitz can't share details of the ongoing investigation, he says Johnny's disappearance changed the nation. Iowa passed a law mandating police respond immediately to reports of missing children, but what they need now is somebody to come forward.
Somebody knows something out there. It does become increasingly difficult as the years go by. People are aging, some people are deceased now that may have knowledge of that case. So there are things that we follow up on to the best of our ability, but we never want to close that door.
Meanwhile, this street has stayed the same. For those who live here, there's still different questions and theories, but they all have the same grief for Johnny's parents, who didn't get to see their boy grow up.
It is an extension of you. It's an extension of both of you, and when that is gone, part of you is gone. Part of you has died.
Now, as far as those tips that West Des Moines police get called into them, they heavily vet those to see if there's any credibility. If they find a tip to be credible, well, they add it to the book, and the work keeps going. We're live in West Des Moines. Scott Carpenter, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
And Johnny Gosch is one of thousands of kids missing who never came home. Two other boys in our area, Eugene Martin, Mark Allen, disappeared within a couple of years of Johnny under similar circumstances in the city of Des Moines. Neither of those cases have ever been solved either. And tonight we take a even more in-depth look at the disappearance of Gosch. KCCI will air a 1-hour primetime special on the anniversary of his disappearance. Searching for Johnny 40 years later airs right here tonight at 7 p.m. on KCCI.